Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel, depending on if it's your first time or not. Today our adventure brings us to Dupont State Recreational Forest. So what we're going to try to do is make a loop. We're going to try to visit High Falls and maybe Triple Falls. And then what I think I'm going to do is make a loop back through the forest and then come back to the visitor center. We're starting here at the visitor center. So I want to show you, it's from the visitor center to High Falls is 1 mile. The loop is 2.2 miles is what this is showing. Triple Falls is 2.5 miles. Let's see, what I'm trying to walk and read this too. High Falls, Triple Falls, and Hooker Falls is 4 miles if you do the whole walk. I don't think we're going to go to Hooker Falls. I think what we're going to try to do, if you can see here on the map, we're going to go to High Falls, try to make our way to Triple Falls, and then there at Triple Falls, there's a, if you can see the arrow the guy at the visitor center put on there, there's a trail that comes back through the forest. We're going to make a loop back through the forest is what we're going to try to do, and then back to the visitor center. So we're coming up on the covered bridge. This is the upper part of High Falls. So here is the top of High Falls. We are standing on the bridge, the covered bridge. Something I noticed in the creek, there's a lot of money been tossed off of the bridge into the big wishing well. From here, we're going to go back up the path, and then we're going to go to the base of this and get a view of it. So we just left the top of the High Falls, and we're trying to make our way now back around the path, and we're going to go to the base of it and get a view of that. So we're coming up on a point we can see part of the falls right here. We're still going down though. Still got a little ways to go. But I think we're about there. Here's another view from the path to it. This thing is huge. I don't know if the video is going to do it justice, but that thing is huge. So far, this path is pretty wide. It's big enough you could drive a vehicle on, but you're not allowed to. But it's pretty wide and easy to do so far. So we're taking a trail now off of the main path to the base of the falls, and it goes to the right. So if you want to get to the base, make sure you go this way. So we're about to make it to the base of the falls. So to get up to a good view of the falls, the trail gets a little more tricky. A lot of roots and slick rocks to cross over. And it started to rain on us. Well, this is High Falls right here. We're going to try to make our way on down to Triple Falls. So we're down below the High Falls, somewhere in between High Falls and Triple Falls. I just wanted to show you how calm the creek is right here. Pretty calm to think about what we just looked at. We're gonna ease on down, try to get down there. It's been raining on us a little bit. I'm hoping we can make this loop back to the visitor center before we get in a thunderstorm. We did bring a small umbrella just in case. So we've come to this point in the hike. It looks like the water falls off right here. So I'm thinking we're getting close to the Triple Falls. I can see some people in the distance. Maybe they're swimming or something. But yeah, we're gonna ease on. What this path's doing so far is the path comes from when you leave High Falls, it just follows a creek down and you kind of go up and down. Looks like we're climbing up right now. And we just come off of a little hill back there. It's not too steep. So far, I would say this is an easy trail to walk. I kind of think we are coming up on Triple Falls now because the water sounds really rough. Hopefully you can hear this. Climbing up this little hill here. Sign, do not enter. I don't think I'd want to go off there either. Yeah, it's a falling off right there. Give you a little view. I just want to share with you what we get to see trying to make it to all the waterfalls. We're still climbing up the trail here. I think we got to take a set of stairs down to the where you can view the Triple Falls. If I'm not mistaken, the video we watched said there's about 100 steps you got to take down to it. Peeking through the trees at it here. So we're coming up on these stairs down to the falls. The rules. I'll try to count these for you and give you an estimate on how many they are. Made it down here to the falls. Give you a view of it. And it started to rain on us pretty good right at this point. See some people are swimming down there. They are 100 steps to get down here. But if you're able to do it, it is worth the walk down. View of all three of the falls. And we've climbed back up out of there, and it is 100 steps to get down there and back out. It's 100 steps total. If you want to see some pretty waterfalls, it is worth the hike back in here to these. And it is an easy hike. I think what we're going to do at this point now, we're going to take the forest trail and go back to the visitor center. We may end up driving down to Hooker Falls. I'm not sure. You can walk it from here, but we're gonna go back the forest trail and go back to the visitor center, and then maybe just drive down there. So what we're going to do, we're here at Triple Falls. We're going to hit this little trail and go back through the forest here, back to the visitor center. Now we may drive down here if there's a parking spot and then walk to that. I don't know yet. We'll just have to see how that works out. But we're gonna go now back up through the forest and back to the visitor center. So we've reached the spot in the trail I want to point out, give you some information. Maybe it'll be helpful, hopefully it will. This is the way we came. And this, what we're gonna do is that loop, the High Falls Loop Trail. So we started from a visitor center. And we're gonna make a loop. So what we done, we went around the mountain, we come down the creek, we went to High Falls, we come through and we've seen Triple Falls, which is down that way, and that is the steepest part that we've been on. And what we're gonna do is go out this way. We're gonna take that way, right there, to get back out. So if you wanna, when you get to this point of the trail, if you wanna see Triple Falls, all you gotta do is just keep going straight. If you wanna go on to Hooker Falls, keep going, and then if you parked at the visitor center up here where we did, you have to backtrack and come back up this way. But we're not gonna go all the way to Hooker Falls. We did go down there and see the Triple Falls. We got a view of that, and then we made our way back up. Now we're gonna go out this way through the forest and back to the visitor center. Right now we have been going for about, we got at the visitor center around 12, and it's right now, you can see the time, about 2 hours and 25 minutes. So we're gonna walk through the forest area now. So what we've done is we did the High Falls Loop and the Triple Falls. And according to the map, it's 2.5 miles if you do that round trip from a visitor center down to all the falls and back. And on this side, but coming up from Triple Falls, it is the steepest part that we've been on so far. It's not too bad. If you pace yourself, you can do it no problem. Looks like we're leveling out a little bit right here. This is a nice, peaceful, relaxing walk back through this forested area right here. It's raining on us today, so maybe that's why we ain't hearing the chirping of birds right now. But it is a pretty area to just walk through once you leave the waterfalls and work your way back to the visitor center. They do have the trails marked really well down here, so you won't get lost. So the birds has come out. It's stopping raining on us. Hopefully you can hear them. So when we're out hiking, I always like to see nature if I can, whatever it may be. Birds, deer, just whatever we can see is good to me. I hear some people. Not really sure where they're at. Getting close to the visitor center now. And I don't think we're gonna go visit that Hooker Falls at this time. We may visit that at another time. So I think after this hike, we're gonna head back home and relax this afternoon. We've made it back to the car, and that was a 2.5 mile loop is what we done. We went to the top of High Falls, which is under the covered bridge, and we went down to the base of it, and then we went to Triple Falls, and then we turned back and come around the forest trail back to the visitor center, and that was 2.5 miles according to the map we got. But that was it. I hope this was enjoyable and give somebody some information. If you like the video, would you hit the like button and let me know? And if you would, subscribe to the channel. It would really help out. And until the next video, get out there and enjoy the great outdoors. See you later.